Hi guys, a really warm welcome back to my channel and to a health update, because I asked over on my community tab what everyone would like to see, and I've asked a couple of times now because I just love getting what you want to, knowing what you want to see, so I can make sure I'm making that kind of content for you. And loads of people have asked me for a health update, as well as over on my Instagram DMs as well, which is Lara Joanna Jarvis. So I thought I would do it, and it's going to be a bit kind of just really chatty and really relaxed. So I find it really hard to think where we left off, but I wanted just to share a few of the little things that have changed recently. But first of all, let me just kind of like go back a bit, find some footage for you and share it with you. Okay, so here we are, tomorrow, but then the rest of the video will be yesterday because I couldn't find all of my videos. I was literally going through my phone all the pictures and videos for so long ago, and I can't find the clips, which is really annoying because I did take some clips. So I thought I would just talk through what I have had tested for and what I've had done, because you guys are really kind to kind of say like, have you had this tested? And so it gives me an idea of like the things that I should be looking out for. So I actually did test myself. I did a York test. I think I did a video on that. Just to recap on that one, it says I have a high sensitive intolerance to rye, cow's milk, egg white, Chenin Blanc, grape of wine, which is great. I don't drink that one, thankfully. Egg yolk and yeast, and then all importantly, don't eat shark. I mean, that is so random. The yeast is only 20%, which is, yeah, not as much as I thought, because I'm trying to cut that out, and it's in everything. So I love soy sauce and beer and things like that. Bread, everything has yeast in it, it seems. Can't have that. Egg yolk and egg white, again, that's like, seems to be in everything. Pre-packaged salads and obviously scrambled eggs, stuff like that. Cow's milk's a big one. I don't drink cow's milk, but I do have cheese and chocolate and other cow's milk, things that are made with it. And then rye, so 100. So what sorts of things is rye in? Because I just want to make sure I'm definitely cutting it out. Obviously I don't have bread. The annoying one was I was having rye vita instead of bread, but obviously that is rye vita, so a real big no-no. So yeah, that's the intolerance test. I think I did do a video on that. That's just a little recap. Before this, it's like a full recap. So I'd been to the dietitian and I did the FODMAP. I had then went to the gynecologist, and they tested for endometriosis, because everyone's saying that could be it, but it's not that. I then had the gastroenterologist, and this is the lady that's sending me for different tests here and there. So I had a bladder scan, which someone mentioned about a cub scan, so I do want to ask for that, if they will let me have that, because I do think it's like timed with my bladder as well. Then I had the SIBO test. So this is called a breath test, and basically, so I've got something in my eye, you breathe into this tube. I don't think I've done a video on this. It's like the easiest but the hardest thing to do, because you have to breathe for so long and get this measurement on the chart. It's got to go to a certain point, and you're literally like, but you've got to keep going at like the biggest strength you could do, so it's really, really hard. And that, sadly, she was like, I think we should just give up now, because I was really struggling to do it, and I'd gone for like maybe 2 hours doing it. Not constantly, you go away and then you come back, you have a sugary drink, I think, and you keep doing it, and it's basically to see whether there's any gas coming away from the stomach wall lining into your lungs, would it be? One of them, one of your vital organs. So yeah, that was not what it was, sadly. Well, not sadly, but at least it was like an answer. And I said this in the clips. I'm sure I hadn't shared this, and I can't find the videos. It's really annoying. But I just said how frustrating it was, because if it was that, then you can get treatment for that. But nope. And then I had the CT scan, so I showed you that. I had a real anxiety attack after that. I think since, I don't know, like in the last couple of years, COVID stuff, I've just, with like everything that's gone on here in the world, I've just had real anxiety after hospital appointments. So I didn't really recognise it as that until recently, and now I think that is definitely what it is. So any kind of like hospital stuff like that, I really suffer with. Just like anything bad happening to me, or I think it was actually the first time I had a endoscopy, because I had this really bad flygate. If you've been long enough to remember flygate, let me know in the comments. What's going on with my hair? I had a real panic attack then, and I was really ill afterwards, and I think really since then I've not done very well, which is weird because I've never had a problem with that. I've birthed 2 babies, like gas and air, and I've managed to do it, and I've not had any problem. I think now I'm just really scared about stuff. I think it's like health anxiety. Anyway, I'm reading my list. So the next one, I actually booked myself in to do a kinesiologist, and they do kind of like testing on your body and how your body reacts to things, and it's alternative. It's not medical science, but I found it really fascinating, and she did some really alternative things on me as well with like, I probably won't get into it because it might be a bit out there for people that aren't into that, but it was really interesting, and she gave me some little pills, not pills, but like soaked them with stuff that my body was missing and needed. I have to say I haven't really found any difference from it, sadly, but it was really interesting, and I'd probably go to her again for other things like around my body that I was having pain with. Migraines was a massive one. So I was having so many migraines, and I wondered if it was food related. I went to the optician, so I was worried it was my eyes. I was seeing like blurry vision. I have spoken about this, and I cut everything food wise out that could be like chocolate and cheese that would maybe be bringing them on, and nothing happened. And then the doctor, I went to see him eventually because I just thought, I don't want it to be anything, health anxiety, hi, brain tumour, and he said just cut out caffeine, and literally the day I cut it out, I've not had a single migraine since. So I was like whooping for joy. I was so pleased because they were optical, so I couldn't see anything, so it was fine while we were in lockdown because I wasn't going anywhere. But you know, if you're out driving and you can't see, it's a little bit of an issue. So yeah, that's where we are now. I'm gonna ask for this cub test if they will do it. I don't know. It's been a long old journey. I think I've kind of like ticked all the boxes, but let me know if there's anything that you might think that you've had and that has helped, and I can obviously look into it. So the final diagnosis of what they've kind of said, which I hadn't said in this video, was that it's IBS-C. So I didn't know there was different types of IBS. This is where your bowel does not clear through, and it's just there, and it causes bloatedness, which, okay, cool. IBS is not taken seriously in my experience so far. It's like, oh, it's just got IBS. It's so debilitating, clearly, and affects your life and your mental health so much. So if you have it, I do really feel for you. But yes, they've given me some tablets to try and flush things through, and it's not worked. So I wonder whether I can get another diagnosis, really, because even if it is partly that, it's obviously not all that. It's not the whole thing. This is the cutest thing. There's a guy called Louis Ward who has asked me to say a very happy anniversary to his wife Ruth for today. So happy anniversary, guys. That is so cute. So this is today, which is I think around like the 15th, 16th of June. So we're still, I don't know if I can really put that anywhere to show you. I don't know if that's going to fall, probably. This is today. As you can see, it's going really well. Yeah, so I've just tried, sorry, I got my blanket out. I've tried so many different things to stop the bloating now. At the moment, the latest from me is that I'm gonna cut out oat milk, because I was thinking, someone said to me about them having an intolerance to oats, and I thought, actually, that's like a really constant of what I've changed since going plant-based back last January. Oat milk was the one thing that I've stuck at, like I've still had, and I'm wondering actually maybe that's what it is. So I've just started that now, yesterday, so I'm going to give it a few weeks and see how that goes. But yesterday I put on my stories I was making porridge. I was like, I've got coconut milk, so I'm going to try that out, because I don't really like almond milk. And then I was like making porridge with this. I thought, this isn't really very, I didn't think this one through, did I? So yeah, no more porridge, annoyingly, because I can't have yeast. So annoyingly, I can't have like bread or toast and like that. And wheat as well, because I know lots of people have got a wheat intolerance or gluten. So then I've been cutting out, I've been having not Weetabix, I'm having Oatabix and oat flakes. So I'm like, right now I can't have those either because it's got oats. So I'm going to try and just go with like cornflakes. If you've got any other recommendations, please let me know, because I don't really know what else to eat, what else I can eat. And yeah, I actually feel like I was in the supermarket the other day and I felt really down, because I just thought, I don't know what I can eat. I'm walking around, like some days I'm so hungry because I don't know what I can eat, and I don't know there's nothing just to like grab. You can't just grab, like I can't even have eggs, which is like the simplest meal, and like quick and easy for breakfast and lunch, so I can't have that. So I really struggle, just like what can I eat in a rush. So yeah, I don't want this video to be really down in the dumps, but I am finding it really hard at the moment because whatever I try, nothing's working. But there we go. So yeah, we're off the oats now. I tried that for a few weeks ago. Someone said that rapeseed oil really set them off, so I've cut that out as well. I'm now having sunflower oil, just really basic, and see how that works, because I always had rapeseed oil because it's got a lower calorific content than like coconut and virgin oil, olive oil. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I just feel like it's such a minefield. But I know so many of you suffer as well, so I thought this would hopefully be helpful to see what I'm doing. Obviously you guys have asked for it as well. I know you might not, if you haven't been here for ages, and you may not even know that I've had these stomach issues. So it started back in January 2019, no, 2020, yeah, and we went plant-based and I loved it. I really enjoyed the food and, you know, eating obviously not animal products, but it did not agree with me, and something changed. Whether, you know, I'm not saying it was being vegan, it didn't make me bloated, but something changed. Whatever I was eating suddenly set me off on this like huge issue, like spiral of issue. I've never had it before, so that's the only kind of connection I've got, that it happened at the same time. And I know so many of you have got in touch in previous videos and said the same thing has happened to you. So I don't know, I can't, you know, say what it is, I can't say what it isn't, but it just happened at the same time. So yeah, obviously it could be a complete coincidence, but for me there's a connection there and I just need to work out what it is. So I've been wearing loads of like floaty dresses. If you saw my video, my frugal life, like day in the life, which I really love sharing with you, by the way, I share, I'm trying to do like one a week, one every 2 weeks. I shared about that I actually went shopping, and you know what, I love Vinted, and I haven't bought anything first hand this year, and we're in June, so I love shopping second hand and pre-loved, but I just couldn't cope with another summer with being like not having anything to wear, being sort of stuck in really uncomfortable clothes. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. So I bought this little dress from Zara, which I really like. Where's the other one? Oh, I bought another one which has got the same sort of thing, like it can be a bit open there, and it's just brilliant because I don't feel uncomfortable all the time, and like I'm showing a bump and people can think I'm pregnant. So that's been good to just to let myself do it, because obviously I'm really frugal and we're trying really hard still for our deposit, so I don't want to like overspend on stuff. But I think your mental health sometimes comes first, and I haven't worn anything for so long that I just thought I'm gonna go for it. So yeah, I'm not even gonna keep apologizing or justifying it. I love it, and it's pretty and it's cute, and it's really stretchy. So that is really as much as I can share today. I mean, it's 100% worse more often now than it ever has been, and I feel like I should be coming out the end of it, but obviously not. But I'm hoping maybe the oats thing will work. But if you've got any advice, please share with me. You guys have been brilliant. You guys told me about getting a SIBO test. You guys told me about like so many things I've then had checked, like endometriosis, you know, constantly giving me advice. And I know loads of people suffer as well, so please do comment in the comments to help other people that might be looking for ideas. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Sorry, it's not like a happy story to share, but yeah, that's it really. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back really soon with another video. Take care, lots of love.